Hey everyone, before we dive in, just a quick but important reminder. This is purely educational content. For advice tailored to your own financial life, you should always consult with a qualified financial advisor. Okay, let's get into it. All right, we need to talk about a major change to the 401k rules that just kicked in. If you're a high earner, you absolutely need to know what's going on. We're talking about the new Roth Catch-Up mandate, and trust me, it's a really big deal. So let's cut right to the chase. If you look at your wages from last year, we're talking about 2025, and they were over a very specific number, and that number is $150,000. Then listen up, because as of January 1st, the IRS just quietly changed the rules of your retirement game. A huge tax deduction you might have been counting on for years is just gone. And if you don't adjust your paycheck settings right now, you could be looking at a surprise tax bill. This isn't a rumor, it's law, and it's in effect today. So what in the world is this new rule? Let's break down exactly what changed and what it means for you. This all comes from something called Section 603 of the Secure 2.0 Act. And look, this isn't a suggestion, it's a mandate. It says that if your FICA wages from the previous year went over that $150,000 mark, any extra catch-up money you put in your 401k has to be Roth. That means you're paying taxes on it today, not later. So, who's actually on the hook for this? Well, it's a pretty simple two-part test. First, you have to be age 50 or older because that's what makes you eligible for catch-up contributions in the first place. And second, your FICA wages from the prior year, so 2025, had to be over that $150,000 threshold. And if you're wondering where to find that number, just grab your W-2 and look at box 3. And yeah, this applies to pretty much everything: 401ks, 403bs, and even governmental 457 plans. The shift here is, well, it's pretty huge. Think about it. Before this year, that extra $8,000 you could sock away was pre-tax. It lowered your taxable income, gave you a nice little tax break right away. It was simple. But as of January 1st, that same $8,000 must be Roth. It's made with money you've already paid taxes on, which means that immediate tax deduction, poof, it's gone. And this is where everyone asks the same logical question. Okay, I get it, but can I just ignore this and keep doing my catch-up contributions pre-tax like I always have? And the answer is a hard no. This is not a choice. Your company's payroll system is now legally required to enforce this. Their software is literally designed to see your income, see your age, and automatically reject a pre-tax catch-up contribution if you fit the profile. Now, to be fair, this didn't just pop up out of nowhere. The Secure 2.0 Act was actually signed way back at the end of 2022. The IRS gave everyone a 2-year grace period for 2024 and 2025 to give employers time to get their systems in order. But as of January 1st, 2026, well, the grace period is over. The mandate is officially live. Okay, so we know what the rule is. Now let's talk about the urgent part, the immediate impact this is having on your wallet, starting with your very next paycheck. Let's talk real money. By losing that pre-tax deduction on an $8,000 contribution, someone in the top 2026 tax bracket is suddenly losing out on about $3,168 in tax savings for the year. That's money that is no longer reducing your current income, which means your take-home pay might be noticeably smaller than you're used to. But there's actually a bigger, more immediate risk here. What happens if your employer just wasn't ready? What if their 401k plan hasn't even been updated to offer a Roth Catch-Up option yet? And this is the real danger. If your plan doesn't have a Roth Catch-Up feature and the law now says you are banned from making a pre-tax one, well, you're just blocked. You could literally lose the ability to save that extra $8,000 at all this year. That is a massive opportunity cost. This is exactly why you need to take action like today. So let's walk through a simple 3-step plan you can do right now to get ahead of this before your next paycheck hits. All right, here's your game plan. Step 1 is check. Go find your 2025 W-2 and look at box 3. Is that number over $150,000? If it is, this applies to you. Step 2 is confirm. Log into your 401k provider's website and check your settings. You need to make sure your catch-up contributions are specifically going to Roth. And finally, step 3 is adjust. Because you've lost that tax deduction, you might be under withholding on your taxes. Use the free IRS tax withholding estimator online to see if you need to file a new W-4. This will help you avoid a nasty surprise bill come tax time. Now, you might run into a couple of roadblocks here. What if your plan flat out doesn't offer a Roth 401k option? Well, unfortunately for now, that means you're capped at the regular 2026 contribution limit of $24,500. To save more, you might want to look into a backdoor Roth IRA. And if you're not sure how to adjust your withholding, don't worry about it. There are great free online tools from the IRS or sites like Paycheck City that make it super straightforward. Okay, I know this all sounds like a tax headache, but I want to challenge you to reframe this. This isn't just a compliance issue to deal with. It's actually a powerful financial opportunity in disguise. Think about it like this. Would you rather pay tax on a small seed today or wait and pay tax on the entire massive harvest that grows from it 20 or 30 years from now? That's the beautiful, simple logic of a Roth. You pay the tax now on the contribution, the seed, so that all of the growth, the entire harvest, is 100% tax-free in retirement.
So here's the bottom line. The government changed the rules, but they didn't change the fundamental math of compound interest. Yeah, a Roth Catch-Up might hurt a little bit in your paycheck today, but what you're buying is decades of tax-free growth. This is basically a forced opportunity to build a bucket of tax-free money for retirement. So I say, embrace the tax diversification.
So to wrap this all up, we're pulling this from official sources, irs.gov, Notice 2025-67, and analysis from giants like Fidelity and Schwab. This is specifically for high earners who are 50 and up. The urgency is real. This is about your next paycheck. And this isn't a fad. It's permanent law. It is absolutely here to stay. I really hope this breakdown helped clarify things. If you want to keep getting smarter about your money and stay ahead of changes like this, make sure you subscribe to Level Up Your Brain with the NoteMan.